Welcome to Women's Metabolism MD. I'm Dr. Milan Riobe, and this podcast is for women who feel that their body stopped responding, even though they're doing everything right. If you've ever been told that your labs are normal, that you should just eat less and exercise more, or that what you're feeling is just you getting older, I want to say this clearly right at the beginning. Your body's not broken. You're not lazy and not efforting enough. And you're not imagining what your body's been telling you. Women's metabolism is different, and almost no one is taught how it actually works. This podcast exists to change that. I work with women who are highly capable. They're professionals, entrepreneurs, mothers, caregivers, leaders. They're disciplined, thoughtful, and proactive about their health. And yet many of them come to me feeling exhausted, inflamed, hormonally off, or disconnected from their body in a way they just can't explain. They'll often say to me, I don't feel sick, but I just don't feel like myself. They've already tried what they were told would work. They cleaned up their diet. They exercised more consistently. They took the supplements. They followed the plan. And instead of feeling better, they feel more depleted. One woman I often see this pattern in is what I would call a high-functioning, fatigued woman. She's still getting everything done, still showing up, still performing at a high level. But inside, she feels like she's running on fumes. She'll tell me, I can push through my day, but I crash afterward. And it's getting harder to recover. What's painful is that many women start to internalize this over time. They assume they must be doing something wrong. They question their discipline, their motivation, their resilience. But clinically, what I see is something very different. Their bodies are responding exactly the way they were designed to respond. The problem isn't effort. The problem is the model we've been given. Most health advice treats metabolism as static, as if everyone's body responds the same way to food, movement, exercise, stress, and rest. But women's physiology is dynamic. Our metabolism changes with hormonal cycling, with life phases, with stress load, with sleep disruption, with emotional labor, with environmental exposure. And yet very few systems account for that. I'll often see women who were once extremely athletic, women who felt strong and energized in their 20s, who suddenly feel like their body has turned against them in their 30s and 40s. One woman once said to me, I used to recover so quickly. Now the same workout wipes me out for days. Nothing is wrong with her discipline. What's changed is how her metabolism is responding. When women are given advice that doesn't match their physiology, the body doesn't improve, it adapts. And this adaptation often looks like fatigue, inflammation, and hormonal disruption. This is where the shame cycle begins. Women are told to push more, exactly when their body needs something different. This disconnect is where so many symptoms begin. What if metabolism isn't about speed, or calories, or willpower? What if it's about patterns? Patterns in how your body responds to food, patterns in how it responds to movement, patterns in how it handles stress, rest, and detoxification. I often tell women, your symptoms are not random. They're information. When you understand the pattern, the symptoms finally make sense. And when symptoms make sense, the emotional burden finally lifts. This is often the moment that women stop blaming themselves. They realize their bodies haven't been betraying them. It's been communicating. This podcast is about helping you learn that language. If this resonates, the most important first step is understanding your metabolic pattern. That's why I created the Dynamic Metabolic Type quiz. It's not a diagnosis. It's a way to see how your metabolism is responding right now. You'll find the link in the show notes. In the next episode, I'll introduce the 6 dynamic metabolic types. and why one-size-fits-all advice never works for women. Thank you for listening today. I hope this gave you clarity and a sense of understanding about your body. I'll see you in the next episode.